We are here with Andy Kuhn, creator of Firebreather. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you.
So let's talk about Firebreather for a minute. The last few months have been pretty big when it comes to Firebreather. Not only was there another miniseries that came out, but also there was the cartoon.
Yes, sir. Cartoon Network made an animated movie and directed by Peter Chung, who is an animation genius, and it turned out great.
Yeah, my daughters loved it.
Thank you.
So is there talk of moving it then further on into a series, or
we don't have a definite yet, but it's looking very positive that they're going to make more. So we're still waiting to hear back, but it did really well in the ratings, so that bodes well.
Fantastic. So for people who haven't seen it or haven't picked up the comic yet, can you give just sort of a nutshell overview of what Firebreather is?
Well, the short strokes is he's a high school age kid who's half human and half dragon, and his parents have shared custody that's overseen by the government. So his mom is trying to keep him in high school and make sure he gets good grades, and his dad, who is essentially Godzilla, is trying to teach him to be the king of the monsters.
That must have been an interesting courtship.
Well, actually, in the miniseries that we're working on right now, we kind of delve into that a little bit. So answers are forthcoming.
So you've got now how many collections in print right now?
We have 2 in print and a new miniseries that's half out right now. So
fantastic. So one of the other projects you're involved in is ComicTwart. Is that right?
Yes,
what is your involvement with it?
It's just a group of guys on a website, and we just we go in alphabetical order, and whoever week it is picks a character, and we all do our version of that character. And it's just my involvement is just it's a lot of fun, and I like doing it. You know. So.
What character has been your favorite to draw so far in that? Because you guys normally take sort of an interesting approach to it. It's not necessarily a straightforward interpretation.
I don't know. I mean, I will say that one of my favorite weeks was not a character per se, but Mitch Breitweiser picked minimalism as his pick. So you do any character, but just do it in like a super minimal style, and I had a lot of fun that week. There were some really good ones that week.
Which one did you do?
I did actually 2 or 3 of them. I did Batman and the Hulk, and I think I did another one too. I can't remember, but I was inspired. Everybody did great ones that week.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of that out and about. So you got Firebreather. Like you said, you're working on another miniseries for Firebreather. What else is coming up for you?
I just did a 22-page Jack Sparrow story that's going to be part of a Disney Comics Pirates of the Caribbean anthology. The anthology that comes out. I want to say in the next couple months. The anthology is like a bridge between the last Pirates movie and the new Pirates movie that's coming out this summer. So and Phil Hester also he wrote a story. Not the one that I drew, but he wrote a story in the same book. So
cool. Now, one of the convention exclusives that you have here, a lot of people have special variant covers, or people have, an action figure that's only available. You have barf bags here. Can you explain the Andy Kuhn convention exclusive barf bag experience?
It's just a funny idea. I just draw your favorite character throwing up on an airline barf bag. But I mean, it's more than just a picture of somebody throwing up. I try and make a little joke, usually based on what the character is or whatever. But and it's just it's funny to me anyway.
So we're going to wrap this up the way we wrap up all of our conversations by asking you, what's your issue? What is that comic that you've read that was so crazy, so out there, so fantastic that you just feel like you've got to tell people about it?
Well, I would say that I can't say a specific issue, but the comic that I tell people about constantly is Scalped written by Jason Aaron, and it's just, to me, it's like the best comic, best American comic being published right now. I think. I mean, it's just every single issue. It's like you get to the end of it, and like, oh my God, what is going to happen next? and it's just really, really great comic book. So buy Scalped. After you buy Firebreather, Scalped is next.
All right. Well, thank you very much for meeting with us. Have a great con.
All right, you too. Thanks a lot.